Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're taking a quick break from Elmoran to build this fantasy blacksmith shop slash living area. I'm really proud with how this came out because I've never seen a blacksmith build quite like this. But without further ado, let's jump on into the intro and get on with the video. So the beginning of the video is of course laying the foundation of the shop. I did this by mixing some cobblestone, some white plaster, and a little bit of normal plaster. The first layer is about 5 blocks high, with a nice gradient leading into the second story. Now with this build, I really tried to make it different than my usual designs, mixing block palettes I don't typically think of, and I believe the end result is completely worth it. I've really been enjoying making these singular builds, and I hope you're also enjoying seeing them. This blacksmith build is not your typical build, however. It features a decent sized working area, a full shop inside the first story, as well as a gallery to show potential customers the skill of this blacksmith. Now with the second story, however, is a living quarters for the family. It has multiple bedrooms, a kitchen, and a dining area that meet all the needs of your typical fantasy family. And for these reasons, this build would be located in a wealthier district. This shop would cater more towards knights and noblemen, with precise works in steel armors, weapons, as well as bows for hunting. This blacksmith could also be the kin to a family who has provided these services for many generations. There's plenty of lore that could go into this, but it will tie into the world of Elmoran later on. And one last note I'd like to make before we begin. I'm really proud to announce this channel has reached over 900 subscribers and is so close to the coveted 1,000. I could not have gotten this far without each and every one of you, so thank you so much for making this happen. And if you aren't subscribed, it would be awesome for you to join the community, hit that button, and set up alerts so you can see when the videos first post. But enough of the self-advertising. Let's turn on the music and I'll see you again for the walkthrough. And of course, here we are doing the little walkthrough coming in from the front entrance. I did a little bit of landscaping, so put the whole scene together. But I really like the way it came out. I decided to make the roof kind of old and weathered and things like that. Have a random little pond. I don't know why. I just threw it in there. But I still really like the way this came out. I love the shape and the varying heights of it. But anyways, let's move on in. So this is the gallery in which the blacksmith would show his works to prospective clients. You can see here we have multiple armors. We have a chest for donations or, just kind of a tip, I guess you could say. But I like having all the armor stands, the weapons on the tables, everything like that. It comes together really well. Now, moving on, though, from the gallery, you can see the actual shop itself. Now, this is definitely, I decided to put the pillars and stuff like that as more of a rustic theme, and I think it came together really well. Because, see, all the area is filled with products. All of it is filled with displays of the craftsmanship and work that this blacksmith provides. We have bows, we have pickaxes, tools for mining, we have spears, arrows, we have swords, axes. Everything you could ever think of, it is in here. And I really just like the way it came out, and it just came together very well. And this was a lot of space, so I decided to really just make that happen. You can see here we have anvils. You could purchase those if you wanted. And here we have the actual workstation. So we have a grindstone, we have a leather stand, we have tools, we have actually 2 anvils here as well. One that he is currently working on and one that is a little weathered down. You can see it's a little beat up, but that would be for straightening out weapons and doing little tweaks. We have the water bin to cool down the weapons when they come out of the fire. And I love this bellow here. I've never put those in my fireplaces before. But I really like the way it came out, and it just ties it together, gives it that realistic feel. Like I said, I think it came out really, really well. So what we're going to do now is we are going to traverse into that second story. Now this is of course the living area. So we're going to go up the steps right here, and you can see it's like a whole nother theme going on. Right, the lower story was a little rustic, a little old-fashioned. This is the nicer area, and of course this is where the family would live. Now you can see here we have the master bedroom, and it's pretty spacious. I did the minimalist decorations when it comes to I didn't put paintings and stuff like that all on the walls because I wanted to leave that kind of bare. I didn't want to clutter it up too much, but we're gonna have another bedroom here. And you can see there's 4 bunk beds, or 2 bunk beds for 4 beds altogether. And this is going to be where the children would play, things like that. Now, I haven't written the lore for how many children this blacksmith has, but, if the space is needed, it's there. And this is, of course, would actually be more of like a guest room. So if someone were to come in, a family member or something like that, they would have this room all to themselves. And then we're going to move on to the kitchen area. So I really like the way this looks. I tied in the kitchen and the dining area together, and I think it just came out really, really well. We have some wine, we have some food, we have a decent sized kitchen with a cauldron full of water. We have the furnace right there for cooking stews and meats. And it just, like I said, it came out really well with the space provided. I didn't want to make it obscenely large because it didn't need to happen that way. And then here, of course, we have a broom closet. And just to add that in there, and like I said, I love the way it came out. It looks really cool with the wooden beams going across for support, and the multiple windows with the light shining through, natural light. And I love the way it came out. So I'll just do a quick little turn around here, and you can see it looks really great. I love the way it came out, and this is just everything that I ever wanted. So of course, just like always, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you really like this blacksmith build. The next video will be Elmoran. We're going to be doing the residential district, and it's going to be pretty large. That is why it's taken a moment for me to actually, edit and get it all together. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this build and the quirky design of it all. But once again, this is of course the Legendary Porpoise signing off. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic and wonderful day, and happy gaming.